New year, new me. Happy New Year, everyone. So New Year's resolutions are in full swing. The gym is packed. So I wanted to share with you a couple fragrances that you should definitely get your hands on this year, whether you're building yourself, building up your finances, or just, becoming a better version of you. These are the fragrances I want to share with you. This is not like a top 10. This is kind of just a discussion video of like some fragrances to maybe consider for the new year and going forward, moving into the new year, new you. I'm gonna kind of go back and forth between some designer fragrances and then some cologne fragrances. So the first one is Armani Code Cologne. This is really good if you're looking for a fresh and clean kind of orange blossom kind of smell with a tonka bean accord. This is the Armani Code DNA, but it's just very fresh, lively, uplifting, and just super beautiful. It's got a green mandarin note in here at the top, and it's just fantastic. It smells absolutely divine. A lot of people know my love for this fragrance because this is the fragrance I got for my birthday in 2020, and I was going through a hard time in 2020, and I got into the gym. I started working out and walking like almost every day, getting those 10,000, 12,000 steps in every day, and I was wearing a lot of this. That's where the dent came from. I was wearing a ton of this in 2020. And usually those fragrances that have like a really deep connection usually are my favorite, but and I think I'm speaking for a lot of people out there. When you have a fragrance that's just like tied to a certain person or memory, it's usually really good. This one came out this last year in Hawass Ice. I would highly encourage you to pick this one up. This is really good. At first, I was a little like wondering if it was worth it at all because it's not really that much different from the original Hawass, but after spending a lot of time with it, I like this stuff a lot. Sweet, fresh, it's lively, it's bright, it's a little minty at the top, but it's a very beautiful plum and very fruity sweet. It's just a magnificent fragrance. It's great for like the everyday use, or it's good for like dates because it's that fresh and clean but sweet, beautiful fragrance to get your nose on. There's a cologne that I just ordered, so it should be coming in a week or two, or this week or sometime. But this is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau Le Parfum, and this is a pineapple coconut woody kind of fragrance. And this is very good springtime fragrance. It's very clean, very fresh. It's got this clean musk. It smells like laundry, but it's just woody fresh, lively, bright, and just that coconut is so rich and creamy. There's also a little bit of vanilla in here with everything going on, and it's just so magnificent. It's sweet, but it's also sophisticated with the woods and the creaminess. It's just truly divine. If you're looking for a springtime fragrance, this, and you live like near the beach or anything, this would be an awesome fragrance to pick up. Let's talk about some clones that you should really get your eyes on. The first one is from Maison Alhambra, and this is Perseus. And this is a Pegasus clone, and this actually performs a lot better than Pegasus. It's still got the rich, smooth creaminess, the almond, the bitter almond, the heliotrope, the woody aspect. It smells like a vanilla cloud. It's so magnificent. This is a really good clone if you're looking for a Pegasus clone. Another fragrance that you should just get your hands on as soon as possible is Imperium by Fragrance World. And this is really, really great. I love to wear this stuff. It's actually got a little cloudiness going on in the bottom there. I don't know what that is. I love this stuff. It's very woody fresh. It's clean, it's citrusy. It smells like Elysium by Roja, and that's what it's kind of taking inspiration off of, if the bottle wasn't ever so present. But this is just citrus fresh. This is one of my favorite DNAs for the springtime. I'm gonna be wearing a lot of this this coming spring. And this one performs a lot better than Trillium by Fragrance World. Or is that a mirror? I'm not sure. Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum is a sexy, like date fragrance, going out fragrance, and Dreamcatcher is a fragrance that clones it, and this is just fantastic. It smells 1-to-1 of it, but this one actually performs a lot better. It smells pretty much identical. It's got that rich tobacco, the amber character, the smoothness, the creaminess. It's just an excellent take on that popular sexy DNA that is the One Eau de Parfum. If you're looking at buying the One Eau de Parfum for like the date or the going out fragrance in your collection, please take a look at this one because it smells nearly identical and it performs a lot better. But I would say pick this one up instead for your going out or your date fragrance. This is Jack of Clubs by Fragrance World, and this is a take on La Nuit de l'Homme's Blue Electric. And I have to say that this thing is so creamy sexy, cardamom heavy, fresh lavender. It's just aromatic. It's got clean musk in here. It's very playful in that like sexy department with that clean spiciness. You're not going to be disappointed with this one. It's a popular fragrance, popular date fragrance, but Jack of Clubs is just a powerhouse when it comes to the projection and the longevity too. You might want to only spray a little bit of this if you're going on a date, but honestly, if you're smelling like this, they're loving the way you smell. I don't really want to overcomplicate this. This thing is sexy as hell. I'll talk about the next two clones in a minute here, but I wanted to talk about some niche fragrances or some, higher end fragrances that you should definitely give a shot. So last year, 19 Degrees by Tumi came out, and this is fantastic. This is really good, but I don't want to talk about this one. Everyone knows my love for this one because when it came out, I just raved about it, and I still rave about it. It's really good. Give it a shot if you haven't tried it yet. But I want to talk about Continuum. This one is super nice. This one got that root beer kind of smell. It's got heavy tonka bean, it's amber. It's got this like tobacco nuance in here too, making it really masculine and manly. I would say that it's pretty unisex. It's not like overly masculine, but very good fragrance here. It doesn't get a lot of hype. And when they sent this to me a couple months back, this is the first time I smelled it. And I fell madly in love with it. It's honestly a kind of a different kind of take on the one eau de parfum. That's what I kind of get, mixing with some like tonka bean, like Armani Code kind of tonka bean. Also like incorporating some Enigma by Roja Dove. It's absolutely fantastic. If you have not tried it yet, give it a shot. Maybe get a sample, but you can also find this at like rack stores and stuff right now for like 30 bucks or so for the 1 ml size. So definitely worth it. Try it out. And it's a going out fragrance, so you don't need a whole lot of it. I always like bringing this one up, but this one, you gotta try it. This is Paragon by Initio. And Paragon is super sexy. It's fresh, woody, it's plum. It's just fantastic. It's really good stuff. There's an oud character in here, but it doesn't come across like barnyard oud. This is like very, it's woody dense, but it doesn't have that weirdness behind it. It relies mainly on the Palo Santo wood and the fruitiness from the plum, but this stuff is fantastic. Really do give it a shot. It's just fresh, lively, and woody, deep woods, really deep woods. This one is another deep wood one. It's Honey A Oud, and I would not try this one if you live in like a really hot environment. Like if you're living in Florida or Texas or California, maybe don't pick this one up. But if you're like in the northern hemisphere, definitely try it out because this one would get a lot of wear out of you. You only need like 1 or 2 sprays, so getting the small bottle might be actually a really good option for this one. But this one is sweet. It's, with the honey, and then it's also rich woods, and it's got a lot more little nuances in here, but that's mainly what it's doing. It's honey and wood, oud wood, and so it's rich. It's powerful, and some people think it's a little stinky. So, you might want to get a sample of it. So just be warned of that. One of the recent clones that I picked up, it was about a month ago, was Luciano's Sunset Swim. And this is really good. This is a fresh beast. It's very just ozonic and just citrusy and musky. It's just fantastic. This one, it's not like a heavy projector and performance beast. I only get about 5 hours with it. If I was going to wear this to a certain occasion, it would be like to a pool or to a summertime event where I'm outdoors and I'm not expecting an all-day performance from it either. And a lot of people think that kind of fragrance is so niche, and why the hell would you want to wear it or buy it? And you have a good point. I mean, this is not a kind of fragrance that's like, you should, only have this one. This is for special occasions, for 1 or 2 hours at a certain event. If you're spraying this and going to like a party for 2-3 hours, you're gonna smell great that entire time. It's just, you know, it's not an all-day performer. I don't want it to sound like I'm ripping on it, but it's super fresh. I really like the way it smells. It's one of the fragrances that just smells fantastic, and it justifies for the weak performance. And the performance is not like terribly weak with that one, but this one has great performance and great longevity. This is Sublime by Lattafa, and this is the fruity sweet, like fruit punch kind of smell to it. It's got a lot of vanilla in here, and this is just remarkable. Remarkable stuff here. This is a clone of Eden Juicy, or Juicy Eden, no, Eden Juicy Apple. That's a mouthful. But it smells like an apple fruit punch vanilla shampoo. It's so good. This thing lasts. I sprayed it on my wristband when I first got it, and it lasted on my wristband for like a week. And it's just, it's super good. It smells like one of those fruity shampoos that like a high class woman would put in her hair. Like if she's got like, you know, curls and stuff in her hair, and her hair got a lot of volume, and like, that's what this smells like. It smells like a high-end salon, let's just say. 2024 is in full effect, and I do encourage you to start a New Year's resolution, because it's better than having no resolution. If you have like a resolution of like, let's say, like if you fail on your resolution like a month in or 2 months in, you got 2 months of like going to the gym or working out or eating right. That's 1 month or 2 months of eating right. So do it. You can do whatever you want. You're an adult. Just a few fragrances to keep your eyes out for in 2024 to smell absolutely phenomenal. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of fragrances you want to pick up, and what kind of fragrances are you excited that might come out. I really hope that they come out with the Bleu de Chanel elixir. I want it so bad. Dior Homme elixir? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments down below. I would love to hear your take on it. Take care, guys. We will see you next time.